What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of J Spark Garage. I hope you had a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Did you get any tools for this Christmas season? Just so happens we got a couple new tools here in the garage, and today we're going to review one of them. I think you're really gonna like it. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so today we're going to be reviewing a cordless battery powered ratchet. Traditionally we've had pneumatic ratchets, but frankly ever since I've gotten these I've never really used them. They're okay, but once you add in that hose they're really hard to manipulate and get around and move around conveniently. So honestly, I've had these for years and years and years, but I've probably only used them a handful of time at most. I typically use hand-powered ratchet, regular ratchet. So today we're going to be reviewing a ratchet from KIMO. I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly. If you know the correct pronunciation, put it in the comments below. But basically, I knew I was in the market for one. Getting tired. I wanted to, of course, battery powered. I was taking over pneumatics. When I search for a new tool, I do my research. I basically open up all the websites for the big box brands, Amazon, eBay, open up Harbor Freight, Northern Tool, and I do research. I read reviews, I read specs, and I go over everything. This is what I ended up with, and I'm going to tell you why. First thing, the price. Now, of course, top of the line Milwaukee, you're looking at about $180 just for the tool. Up over $200 for a tool, batteries, and a charger. I don't have any Milwaukee tools to begin with, so I was going to have to spend that much. This right here I found on Amazon. Now this is not a sponsored review. I paid full price for this. They did have a $15 coupon you could clip in Amazon, so full price was $79.99. $15 coupon brought it down to $64.99. So thought it was a really good deal, under $100, and this is what you get. Not only do you get the ratchet, but you get 1 and 2 batteries. So here's what I was looking for in a ratchet. Main thing, of course, size, but variable speed trigger. With a variable speed trigger, you can start slow and then speed up. Some of the ratchets, the reviews and some of the questions people were asking was it a variable speed trigger? It was not. It was basically on and off on other ratchets. I didn't like that whatsoever, so didn't go for it. Variable speed trigger with a lock. Battery indicator lights, green, yellow, red. So really nice. Another thing I was looking for was the batteries. Of course, you have to go lithium. Lithium batteries all the way. This is a 12 volt, 2 amp hour. With lithium, you can let it sit for a month, couple months at least, and you won't lose a whole lot of charge like other types of batteries. That's why everything I buy now is lithium. But the cool thing about this is, for that price range, I got not 1, but 2 batteries and a fast charger. So basically, I can have a battery always on the charger, and by the time this one runs out, this one's charged, all I have to do is swap it. 0 downtime. That is awesome. And unless you're using this non-stop, typically charges the battery in an hour, hour and a half. So you've got plenty of time for this battery to charge before you're going to need to switch again. So let's put a battery in here. Oop. How does it go? This way. This way. Here's the variable speed. We're going to start slow. And we're going to go all the way up. Now, let's compare it to, this is my old faithful Craftsman. I've had it probably 15, 20 years. Like I said, I never thought to upgrade it because I've never used it. But frankly, look at that. Same size. You add on an air hose to this, it's going to be longer, of course. But here's the other awesome thing. Look at the head sizes. This one is not going to get into as many places as this one. This is so tiny. And of course, they're both 3/8. So, next thing, of course, forward and reverse, piece of cake, nice and smooth, not hard at all. That's awesome. So again, this is KIMO. We're going to open this up right here. Look at some of the specs. So, this is going to give you 40 foot-pounds of torque. That's about average on all of the battery power ratchets. The thing about it is you don't need a whole lot of torque, because once you use the ratchet to tighten the bolt down, it'll actually ratchet like a normal handheld. So you can just cinch it up a little bit more and tighten it to whatever you want. So yeah, the 40 pounds is going to get you decently tight, but you can always give it a little bit more just by hand. So 40 pounds is good. This is actually a little bit higher on the revolutions per minute. This is 400. Some of the other specs on other battery powered ratchets were around 300, 350. So this is going to give you a full 400 super fast to get those bolts on and off. Now, as far as weight, without the tools, this is saying 1.72 pounds bare tool, 2.12 pounds with the battery attached. Let's compare that to my pneumatic ratchet and see what it does. Let me just get set up with the scale. Just the bare tool, we're sitting at 1 pound, 11.4 ounces. We're going to add in the battery. So the way it operates, we're at 2 pounds, 1.9 ounces. And the pneumatic. Locked in at 2 pounds, 10.7 ounces. 10.7 ounces. So that's about 8 ounce difference. Lighter, this is 8 ounces lighter than a pneumatic. That's awesome. Let's put this aside. Another cool feature of this that you get is you get a couple sockets built right into the case. One socket 3/8 to your 1/4 inch, so you can use your 1/4 inch sockets, along with 10 millimeters all the way up to 17 millimeters. Now, granted, they're not the best sockets. They're 6 points, so you know you're not going to slip as much. But when you're in a bind, I mean, you got them right here. They're built into the case. If you just grab the case, you got a couple sockets to use wherever you need it. All right, so that's going to be my review on the KIMO battery powered ratchet. If you like this review and you want to see some more content and tool reviews added to my show, comment below, subscribe, hit the like button, and maybe even the bell notification. This is going to come really handy when I got to start taking the bumper off the 300. I happened to hit something and it cracked the bottom of the bumper, so we're going to have to do an emergency repair. Stay tuned for the next video, because we're going to do an emergency repair on that to get it back up and running. Then later on in another episode, we're going to do some painting right here in the garage. So stick around.